Hello and welcome to yet another cube draft. We have Voltaiki, but there's also Tezzeret. Voltaiki with Time Vault is pretty good. Tezzeret actually works with that, but Voltaiki has more benefit than Tezzeret, I think, just because this is colorless and it doesn't really die to anything. Like if they have burn response, it doesn't work, so they need to have artifact removal. It's cheaper. So you can get the combo a bit easier. Plus, you can, use it on artifact creatures and so on and so on. I'm willing to pick this up. Other cards I would be interested in is Jit, Woodfall Primus, for sure. Banishing Light is okay. Tezzeret True Nemesis, although I'm not really a fan of creatures, and Jace Cradle, but I'm not really a fan of green in this format. So what do we want to have? Time Vault. Like, how hard is it? We want the Time Vault here with Voltaiki. How good is Voltaiki outside of Time Vault? Probably not that great. I mean, guess it untaps Mana Vault and Grim Monolith, I guess. Those are two really good ones. This is a pretty trash pack as well, right? There's Duress. Wheel of Fortune would be okay. Treachery is actually a fine card, but meh. And there's Parallax Wave. Parallax Wave works together if you go like Woodfall Primus and then go that combo. Like we tried that before. And didn't get there, but I mean, you can try. If you picked up Tezzeret, we would definitely pick Treachery here. I'm not sure if we're gonna go Treachery now. Maybe Signet is a bit better, just because it accelerates, or Polluted Delta. You know, just because it's a really good fetch, and we're most likely in one of those two colors. Maybe just the rest is a card. Now, I like Delta. Let's go for fetch here. Pretty odd to be picking a fetch lands turn 2 though. Especially if I'm considering picking up a Strix right now and then already being in those colors or committed to those colors. Well, my very first two picks are avoiding color commitment. But I think Strix is good enough. Like if you can get Tinker, it's really nice. It's just a good card in general. It's an artifact, so it works with Voltaiki as well. There's not really much going on in this pack. Like Johnny Goldman, again creatures. I mean, Diabolic Edict is anti-creatures, I get it. Searing Spear, Gatekeeper, like Rancor, really not a big fan of. I like a Baleful Strix. Enlightened Tutor is good if you do get a combo, but it's pretty bad outside of that. Plus in these colors we should have enough to get. Like Underground River versus Daze, and I think Daze is then a bit better. Like Underground River, it might wheel, it might not. We're very likely to be blue anyway because I love blue. Although we really did pass really two good blue cards. Maybe we're just splashing blue. Yeah, let's go for the river over the days. And then we just get a bunch of big creatures. There's Ulamog, which I like. But how on earth am I gonna get it into play right now? You can't reanimate that card compared to Terrasodon, which you can. There's Source Supply shares, but again it's another color. I'll go for the Ulamog here. It does destroy permanents, but only then and only then. Maybe Terrasodon is a bit better. Let's go for Ulamog. Like if we get Channel, it's still a good card. And as much as I dislike green, Nissa is really good. There's no way I'm not playing that card. Revoker and Zora Signet would be fine, but I mean I'm fine with going black, green, or green blue. Not creature based. Like I'm still not creature based because I'm picking this, but it's just a really good card. Abyss is really nice. If you want to go somewhat control and then bring in like infinite turns. Abyss is really strong, by the way. So yeah, let's pick up that one. Then we still need a kill condition that works through the Abyss. Shouldered certainly works, because you can stack it in a way that you get the creature back and then sacrifice the creature. There's also the Woodland Cemetery, which I think is a bit better. Like, yes, I like Shouldered, but I think having the fixer to play both Nissa and the Abyss, or maybe not the Abyss, but at least Nissa and Baleful Strix, like, we really want fix. I'm a guy that picks Fix really highly, and deservedly so. Like, Fix is what you need. And maybe now, given these colors, maybe I should have picked Simic Signet at one point. Although, meh. So Show and Tell, still not a big fan of that. Eureka, still not a big fan of it. There's the Hinterland Harbor, another really good fix. So we'll pick up that one as well. We're basically going every color outside of white and red, and then we'll see what we get. I mean, at this point our deck, it does nothing, right? It's basically a bunch of trash that does nothing. Like Abyss, Nisa. Well, Nisa actually works with, you know, plussing at every single turn, Abyss keeping the board clear, and then just, you know, Nisaing away and winning the game. But I think the strongest planeswalkers are definitely in black green, like, or as destruction cards go, they're definitely in those colors. Blue is more control, but I mean, we passed Tezzeret, we passed Treachery for the Baleful Strix, so those aren't that great. I guess the res is a bit better than Hippie, given that I'm not gonna go creature based. So I'll pick up at the res here. None of these appeal to me. Let's go for the Searing Spear. Same here. I think the Massacre is a bit better, although I still consider it a trash card. Plow Wonder versus Stronghold. I think Plow Wonder is better. I'm not gonna play the Stronghold, I think. Nah, 3 colors and we're not gonna be creature heavy, so I'm not gonna play that. Same with Vengevine and Polychronus. We do have some heavy hitters here if we want to, but I think given that we most likely wanna run the Abyss, it's not that great. So these are 15 cards, these are our first pack gone. So we definitely need some really good cards in the second pack. And the third pack, of course. So there's 2 planeswalkers that we can't really play. There's Vampiric Tutor, which is a good card. We still need the Time Vault, but we might not get it. Like, it might have already been in pack 1, who knows. But I think Vampiric is just the best card in general out of this. Like I said, Tutor, it's a really strong Tutor. It's not Demonic Tutor, but still. And nothing else of this pack appeals to me, like maybe Luthriel Core, but even then. Regrowth would be okay, but I mean, Vampiric Tutor just seems better. Ashiok seems okay-ish. Like, I'm not really a big fan of this card, but I think given all of these, it's either that or Nervira's Disc. And this does blow up my Abyss. Plus this is really good against a lot of decks. Maybe Brainstorm, what do we have? We have 1 fetch. So it's Disc, Brainstorm, Ashiok. Memory Jar doesn't seem that strong. Necromancy doesn't seem that great. Yeah, let's go with the Ashiok. Like, I'm not really a fan of this card. I consider it to be a weak card. So Frost Titan versus Sundering Titan versus Preordain. Given that we're probably splashing blue, I don't want to be too heavy on it. So I think Sundering Titan is then better, especially with a card like Voltaiki. Plus, if we get Tinker, it's more useful. Maybe one of these 2 wheels, although very unlikely. Though with our mana base, we might screw ourselves with this. There's also Garruk the Relentless. It's not that bad. Yeah, maybe one of these 2 wheels, although unlikely, and let's go for the Garruk. Here it has to be the Wormcoil. As much as I dislike... Well, it says non-artifact creatures, so artifact creatures is actually the way to go. So Wormcoil Engine is the card I want here. Ulamog at this point won't be in the deck. There's the Jace, there's a Tinker though. Definitely gonna be the Tinker. I was thinking about Smokestack, but seeing Tinker, there's no way I'm passing it up. We still need some more artifacts, but we should be able to pick some up. And getting out of Wormcoil and maybe a Sundering Titan if it wheels, although very unlikely. I could definitely want that Sundering Titan over this character now. You know, you can't always have what you want and get what you want. I don't actually know how that goes. Some more cheap artifacts. What are cheap artifacts that actually wheel? What a trash bag, huh? So there's Yogurt's Bargain, there's Boros Signet, and there's Serendip Efreet. Given that I just drew Tinker, or got Tinker, do I really want a off-color Signet? I don't think I do. I think I want the Efreet. Efreet doesn't work together with Abyss, I understand, but if I'm up against aggro and I get to resolve Abyss, should be good. So maybe off-color Signet. Nah, off-color Signet is just trash. Like, it's probably the only Signet I won't play. Like any other Signet I'll play outside of Boros Signet, because it's just none of my colors. Like 0. We definitely need more fix as well. There's Isochron Scepter, which doesn't seem to be that strong. Just because it can only use Vampiric Tutor at this point. Grand Architect doesn't work. Oracle, as much as I like it, I think Search for Tomorrow is a bit better. It accelerates me, it fixes my mana. Although green does seem to be somewhat splashy at this point, and we might not even play it. I think it's still the better card out of these. And then we get Vraska. No way I'm passing up this card. I mean, it destroyed things, so might as well want that card. So Vraska it is. Still need artifacts, ladies and gentlemen. Artifacts, please. Tombstalker, I guess, although I'm not 100% sure if I'll play it. Yeah, Garruk with Abyss actually doesn't work that well either. There's a disc which I'll play. I'll play it for sure. It does blow up everything. Plus, it's an artifact. Like, you can tinker it. The next pack had Sundering Titan, right? Or was it this pack? I don't know anymore. That's something I tend to forget. Like, I don't know which pack it was. I think it was this pack. Yeah. Yeah. You can see people don't like these colors. Let's go for Wall of Roots, but meh. Don't like creature decks because Birthing Pod is still in there. There's no way Birthing Pod should still be in there. What's our kill condition here? We have Vraska as a kill condition, Nisa, Ashiok, Wormcoil Engine. It's basically not really a well thought out deck here. It's somewhat randomness thrown together, praying that it works. Which basically was somewhat similar to my last deck, but that had more of a strong team, I think. Here it has to be Master of the Wild Hunt. The card is pretty good. Might even be main deckable. So if you just splash blue, there's Smokestack. Definitely playing that one. More artifacts as well, by the way. Indrok Stomp Power is okay. Another reason to still play the Master alongside the Abyss is you can basically target. So it targets at the moment you put it on the stack. So if you target your token and then in response use Master of the Wild Hunt, the trigger fizzles, but it still resolves. Does that make any sense? Like, your creature still lives. There's Brain Freeze, but there's also Bitter Blossom. What else is there? There's Bitter Blossom, Brain Freeze, Meloku. Meloku works together, but I think Bitter Blossom is a bit better. If you can get Skull Clamp, that's the nuts. It's a card that can win the game on its own. It also protects things. So I'm gonna go for the Bitter Blossom here. It's a good 2-drop. Like, we needed 2-drops. We were obviously in the creature deck, but I mean, it's a fine card. We don't really have the deck to go Brain Freeze, so why would I then go Brain Freeze? So at this point we're still splashing blue. In that case I might not main deck the Efreet, and still need a bit more fix, like 2 more lands. There's the Skull Clamp, definitely playing that one. I mean, we just picked up Bitter Blossom. It's an artifact, like, just playing Skull Clamp and being able to Tinker it seems strong enough. Maybe Relic Wheels or Everflowing Chalice Wheels, but most likely Relic Wheels. Garruk Wheeling would be fine as well. But I think Skull Clamp with Bitter Blossom is strong enough to have here. Yeah. There's Bayou. I think given my deck, I want more fix. Like, sure, Avenger is there, but I still want fix. So let's go for the Bayou here. Those are my two main colors, but it allows me to play a bit more easy on the blue. Or just, you know, have a more consistent deck, which is usually an issue. Not only with me, just in general for people. Having consistent decks is something not that easy to accomplish. This is a trash pack for me, right? Like, I can play Bloodline Keeper, Wolfir, Kitchen Finks. Kitchen Finks is double green, which is the reason I don't want to do it. But like, black is the only other color that only has singles, so I think Kitchen Finks is a bit better. It also blocks twice. Bloodline Keeper is okay, but this blocks twice. There's Verdant Catacombs, there's Harmonized, there's Shardless Agent, and Compulsive Research. Verdant Catacomb does not get blue. Shardless Agent is blue and gets these cards, which I actually don't mind getting into, but I think Harmonized, drawing cards, Una's Power is not that great. Yeah, I think Shardless might be a bit better, but then again, it's a splash. It is an artifact, so it doesn't die. I think it's better than the Ifrit here. Birds of Paradise. Green Sun Zenith, well, not really a lot in here, so let's go for the birds, although not really sure if I'd play that. Curse Scroll, nah, I think this figure is a bit better. Not really able to play any of the others, like this figure is removal. Not really great removal, but removal nonetheless. Mirror Bellosphere, definitely slamming that one. We needed a second artifact for the Tinker. Sundering Titan didn't will. Mirror Bellosphere is a great second card there. Do we really need the blue then? We can pick Song of the Dryads here, or Meloko or Yavimaya Elder. I think Meloko with Skull Clamp is monstrous enough to play here. Like, let's remove the Plowwander. Like, maybe remove the Smokestack. And these are 23 cards. It's a bit greedy, but given that green is my main, these are 3 fix. We'll play an island that's 4. Oh, that's 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 then. I think that's okay, although 4, 5 cards might be a bit too much for it. Though a single blue mana helps enough. This Garruk Wheels, like the artifact didn't wheel, but at least a Garruk Wheels. I think this Garruk is definitely better than this Garruk. But we can play both, like no one's stopping us from that. Edric won't play it though. Wolfir probably won't play it. You can go green, more green I mean. And have more, like Voltaiki doesn't seem that strong. Like, sure it untaps both of these. And it's a target for Tinker. I think the main reason to play it is because it's a target for Tinker. Same goes for Norad. We don't really have much ability to use artifacts, so we might as well just play this. We can also put this to the side, so then we have 23 cards again. Yeah. Did we miss a blue fix? I'm not sure. I don't think we did. Dark Confidant, huh? Yeah, not playing that one with these cards in my deck. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts, 5 with Kantisk. Stunted Growth is a good one. So we have both have Stunted Growth and Plowwander. But I think we should be fine against control. Let's think about this. Maybe we don't want Birds of Paradise, but it is a fix. It only dies to the Abyss. It helps farming out 3 drops. I think I want that in. I actually think like we have one card too much here. What the hell? Oh, the second Garrett Crow. Oh, no, the Stunted Growth is still in there. So let's put the Stunted Growth to the side. And think we can bring that in. But it's not really that needed, to be honest. And this seems solid enough. Like maybe the Tinker is a bit too greedy with these two. But I mean, having a tutor for either this or this seems strong enough. Like if we had Time Vault and this would have been way better. Relic of yeah, Relic didn't wheel, by the way. We can cut the Voltaiki, I think, and bring in like Smokestack. We have plenty of token generators that Smokestack might be better. It's a later card to tinker with though. Like maybe Tinker is a bit too greedy now. Like all of these are good enough outside of Tinker. But like being able to drop a turn 2 Baleful and then tinkering away. Or just late game getting like your Wormcall, I think is strong enough. If we sort this by color, what do we get? Like we should be more green, yeah. And have like some black, some black, some blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want like 1 island, 2 swamps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 island, 2 swamps, no plains. How many lands do we need? 12. So that would be 9 for us. I think we can do with 8 for us. Then we go 3 swamps, 1 island. I think having swamps is a bit more important than having blue. Although having blue is still necessary. Or useful. 1, 3, 8. That's 12 lands. We have 5. Then we have 4, 5 blue fix. We have 7 blacks plus a bunch. Yeah, I think this will do. I'll submit and I'll see you guys round 1.